Hi, this is Phil Bolsta. I'm pleased to welcome Anke Banderski today. Welcome, Anke.
Thank you, Phil.
Allow me to introduce you. Anke Banderski is a Theta Healing practitioner and instructor, a Theta Yoga instructor, a Way of the Heart practitioner, and a Passion Map facilitator. She lives in Encinitas, California, and also gives Theta Healing sessions in Glen Hot Springs in Corona, California. So, Anke, what's your story? What's your background, and how did you end up founding Heart River Healing?
Okay, my healing path started with a lot of knee pain. I was actually in pain every day for 5 years, and I went to see doctors, had surgery, physical therapy, and still a year after the surgery, I was in as much pain as before. So the doctors basically said, "You're just going to have to live with it." And I said, "No way. There must be something that can help me." And I was in my 20s, very active. So I knew there was a way, and I didn't know what it was. And then somebody suggested yoga to me. At that time, I'd never tried it, and I figured, what can yoga possibly do? I'm just going to lie on the floor and stretch. Big deal. But I was pretty desperate, so I was willing to try it. And I practiced it twice a week for about 2 months. And after 2 months, my knee was completely fine. So through yoga, I got on the whole path of body, mind, spirit, connection, renewal. And I realized that everything is energy. Everything inside of us and around us is energy, and anything can heal. So I got really intrigued with the whole idea that everything is energy and everything is flexible and everything can change. So I started taking a lot of different workshops, intuitive healing, medical intuition, and eventually Theta Healing came to me. So I just really got into this healing path and was very fascinated by it and very fascinated to realize that through energy we can help our own body, mind, spirit, and soul heal and do the same for other people and even animals.
Well, there's a lot to talk about. This is going to be fascinating. Well, let's start with this. What kind of conscious intention do you bring to your work with people?
I believe that anything is possible. And so many times I hear from people, I've had this illness or disease for a long time, or maybe it's a genetic disease, and people are hopeless. And many times they think it's just not going to heal or it's going to take a really long time. And my philosophy is that anything can heal as long as we believe it. So that's why I love Theta Healing. I'm going to tell you a little bit more about Theta Healing in a little while. But just in a nutshell, Theta Healing can help people to change their limiting beliefs, and I can help them to reprogram the subconscious mind and also the DNA, so that then we don't need to believe anymore that the pain can't go away, that we need to have pain or struggle in our life to grow emotionally, spiritually. So I believe that anything can heal naturally.
Well, Heart River Healing is obviously all about healing, as you just said. How exactly do you help people heal?
Yeah, I founded Heart River Healing, like you said, as a way to help people heal naturally. And the main modality that I use is Theta Healing.
Hmm.
I also use Way of the Heart, which is another wonderful energy healing modality that's very centering and grounding. And I founded Theta Yoga, which is a combination of Hatha Yoga and Theta Healing. So it's a deep healing class, very gentle. That's also great for beginners. You don't need any experience. And passion mapping is another tool that I use to help people to really get in touch with who they are, with their passions, their purpose. And that's a process that's very intuitive, and everything happens from within. So it's not that you cut out pictures, and it's not like a vision board where you look for the external that resonates with you. It's more about going within, going through a guided visualization. So it's pretty meditative in a way. It's meditative, it's playful, and you can go as deep with it as you're ready for. And it helps people to really find their purpose and their passions in this life.
Well, great. Let's talk a little more right now about Theta Healing.
Great. Yeah, Theta Healing is a really powerful energy healing modality. And when I first started on the healing path, as I said, I took quite a few workshops, and for a while I was taking out pain from people with my hands energy blocks, and people said, wow, I really feel a shift. I've had this pain for a long time, and it's gone. What are you doing? So it worked, but I knew it wasn't, to me, it wasn't deep enough and it wasn't permanent enough. So I heard about theta healing on a radio show, and immediately I felt it through my whole body. It just absolutely resonated with me. And I took the basic theta healing workshop right away, and I've been practicing it for several years now, for about 5 or 6 years, and I can't imagine living without theta healing anymore. So theta healing works with the subconscious mind, and it reprograms the DNA. So it's a very deep healing modality that works on the history, core, genetic, and soul level. And again, anything can change. Even if somebody has had a pain, a struggle, physical or emotional, mental, spiritual, for a long time, anything can change as long as we believe it. So I work a lot with the emotions and with the subconscious beliefs, because that's where usually um, the root cause begins with. Usually it's a belief, I will always be in pain, or something like that, that people have. And once we change this belief and people believe that it's possible for them to live free of pain and struggle, then the body and mind can actually catch up with that and heal. And theta healing started with Vajana Steibel in Idaho. She had cancer, and the doctors gave her about 3 months to live. She was in a lot of pain. She tried different ways of healing. She's a naturopath as well, and nothing really worked for her. The doctors were actually ready to amputate her leg, and she said there must be something. So she prayed a lot and meditated a lot, and finally theta healing came to her through her meditations. And she used it on quite a few of her patients at the time. And whenever she used it, people felt much better. So eventually she sat down and used it on herself. And within about 30 seconds, she witnessed how her leg, where she had tumors, was shifting back to the regular size, and she was regaining strength. And in 30 seconds, she healed herself. So theta healing started with an absolute miracle. And I often remind people that it started with a miracle. Vajana was able to heal her own cancer through theta healing. So if she can do that, or a creator can do that for her, creator can heal anything.
That is indeed a miracle. That's astonishing. Well,
Yeah.
what kind of issues have you helped people heal from?
I've had people with a lot of emotional distress. I've had people with panic attacks. There was one person who used to have panic attacks pretty much every day. And he did a few sessions with me. He also took the workshops with me, the basic and advanced theta healing workshops. And he's free of them. He's free of anxiety and free of panic attacks. So that was wonderful. Very, very rewarding to be part of that, to witness that. And I've had people with twisted ankles, toothaches, back pain, arthritis, diabetes, pretty much anything, physical, emotional.
That does sound very rewarding. I can see how wonderful that must be. Now, does theta healing work only on present issues?
It also works for the past and the future. The focus is the present moment, since we all like to be happy and healthy in the now, and it's important to be fully present in the now. We also can release the root cause of whatever we're struggling with at this time through theta healing. So sometimes it goes back to a past life, sometimes to our childhood, and we store so much in us from the time of conception and even past lives. So many times I work with the past to then help people and also animals to feel at peace, happy and healthy in the moment. We also are able to do theta healing manifestations. So theta healing works with the theta brainwave, and it's a very deep meditative state. And when we're in this deep meditative state, everything becomes stronger. So when we're in the state and we command a manifestation, it can happen instantly. Many times, just when I think about something and I'm in this theta state, whatever I'm thinking about comes into my life the same day or the next day. So theta healing manifestations for the future can be very, very effective and powerful as well.
Well, how can people learn theta healing?
I teach basic and advanced theta healing workshops right here in Encinitas. And usually the way it works is somebody says, I really want to do this, I really want to learn this. And then we look at our calendars and schedule a workshop, and then I open it up to more people. So I'm going to share my contact info with you. Basically, my website is heartriverhealing.com. And everything, all upcoming workshops, classes are listed on my website. So if you don't see dates for upcoming workshops on the website, or if you don't see dates that work for you, just give me a call or send me an email. My email is anke@heartriverhealing.com, and my phone number is 917-359-7657. So again, if you really want to learn it, just give me a call, send me an email, let me know which dates work for you, and then we can schedule it. And it's just a wonderful, wonderful tool to have for yourself, to balance out yourself. If you have doubts about something, if you are in physical pain, if you're just stressed out, whatever you're out of balance about, with theta healing you can integrate all experiences into your whole body, mind, spirit, and soul on the history, core, genetic, and soul level, on these 4 levels that theta healing works with, so you can really feel balanced and at peace in every area of your life. So after the workshop, after the basic, you're certified as basic theta healing practitioner. You can also be listed on Vienna's website, the main thetahealing.com website, as a practitioner, and receive sessions from people, receive requests for sessions from people in different states, different countries. And theta healing works just as well over the phone as in person. So even if you're in a completely different area, different country, the sessions work just as well.
Well, that's really good to know. And I will list your contact info on the blog post itself under this video, so thank you for that. Now, you've graciously offered to demonstrate theta healing on me, and I'm really looking forward to that. So we'll conduct that session at the end of the interview and give people a taste of what they can expect. I think that will be very helpful to people. Now, you also founded Theta Yoga. How is Theta Yoga different from standard yoga?
Yeah, Theta Yoga, it basically just came to me. It felt so natural. Theta Yoga is a very gentle type of Hatha Yoga combined with Theta healing. And yoga in itself is always healing, and it always helps you to let go of stress. It's very balancing, and yoga means union. So yoga always is designed to create union with your body, mind, spirit, and soul. And Theta Yoga, in a way, even more so. So while I guide you through gentle Hatha Yoga poses, I'll also guide you through Theta healing. So the movement can help you to release emotions, release limiting subconscious beliefs that are holding you back, that really don't serve you anymore, and replace them with positive beliefs. So the movement just enhances the Theta healing. So it's a very deep healing class. You don't need any experience. It's very meditative, and people usually feel very balanced, at peace, happy, and healthy afterwards. And I actually just produced my very new CD. It's my 3rd CD, and it is Theta Yoga. And here is the cover. Let's see if you can see it. All right, so if you don't live in the area, I teach Theta Yoga in Encinitas in California. If you don't live in the area and you're interested in this type of practice, you can, again, send me an email or give me a call, and I'm happy to send you the CD so you can practice Theta Yoga at home.
That's a real nice option to have, because I'm sure there's a lot of people throughout the country who are not going to get to Encinitas anytime soon, and they can benefit from that. Now, tell me about Way of the Heart.
Way of the Heart is another beautiful energy healing modality. It works with sacred geometry, with numbers, and the best way to know what it is to experience it. It's kind of hard to explain, but it's a wonderful tool to let go of the past, live in a present way in the now, be really, really present in the now, and manifest the future. To me, it's very, very grounding and centering, whereas Theta Healing is very uplifting. So it's just another tool that people seem to really enjoy. And in many sessions, in my Heart River Healing sessions, I actually combine Theta Healing with the Way of the Heart, and people just feel very, very empowered. So through theta healing, I help them to release fears, doubts, just limiting beliefs, to even get people to be aware of what the intention from the heart is that they would like to manifest, that they would like to create in their life. And then once they have this clarity, without all the doubt and fear and confusion, then we move into way of the heart. So I guide people to set an intention. What is the desire of the heart that you would like to manifest, that you would like to have, to live in your life, experience? And the way of the heart can help you to feel that, to make it real for yourself, and to create a very balanced, happy, fulfilled future.
Well, you have 2 other CDs available for sale on your website, Heart River Healing Meditations and Chakra Meditations for Human and Animals. How did you become interested in working with animals?
I've always loved animals. I've had cats pretty much all my life. And animals are so energy sensitive. So when I turn on a meditation in my own home, my cats, after a few minutes, they may be chasing each other and be very hyper. And after a few minutes of listening to meditations, they relax, they calm down, and they get into a meditative state too. So I've done, just naturally, I've done theta healing with my cats. And I feel that that's how it started. Just realizing how energy sensitive they are. They take theta healing in so well. And any kind of energy healing works very, very well for the animals. And then in theta healing sessions, many times people mentioned, after working on with the human beings, many times they said, you know, my cat is having struggle, my cat is not eating, my dog's leg is hurting, or something like that. And so we did healings on them. And usually people tell me afterwards, a few days later, many times people call me and they say, oh, my cat is fine, my dog is fine, thank you so much. So it totally works on animals too. They actually have the same chakras, humans and animals. We have 7 chakras in our bodies, so it's really the same system. And humans have so many limiting beliefs that we've created or we've allowed in from our childhood and even past lives. And animals don't really have that many, so it's much easier. They have much less resistance, and it's wonderful to see how deeply and fast they can heal through theta healing too.
Well, that's terrific. It's wonderful that you have so many ways and modalities to help people and know how to blend them together for maximum effect. Well, let's break for a moment right now and then start a new video so we can do a demonstration of theta healing.
Perfect.